Listen, I told you.
E le gusta la scolina.
Why?
Gasolina. Daddy Janky appreciation today. uh cheese days.
Yo, the level of buffoonery,
Ridiculousness.
that's crazy.
Ja.
I just need y'all to know. I need y'all to know that I told Kamsz that if she started the episode like such, I was walking out. I'm not gonna walk out because I came all the way over here. So
right.
for y'all, for like the listeners,
Got kissed on the hand and all that.
I will stick it out today. Pause.
Hey.
But
Ja.
But
I'm crying.
something gotta give. Like you gotta chill out.
Says something gotta give. Like she a single mother on her last dime. Something gotta
give. You gotta chill out. So
I'm here.
We're both here.
Welcome back to another episode of I Said What I Said.
Le podcast.
La podcast.
That's what we doing today.
El podcast. And I am your host, Senorita Kamsz. You can find me at Kamsz, KAMSZZ. And to the right of me, Rachel. I'm gonna put subtitles. Closed caption. All right. We only 2 seconds in. You wildin'. You gotta relax. They're waiting for you to introduce yourself.
I'm still stuck on Senorita Kamsz.
I should have said I'm
Definitely
Daddy Janky.
Was not expecting that. I'm sorry.
I promise I'm sober. Like, that's the crazy part.
I am your host, TJ, aka Big Reddington on Twitter and High Definition on Instagram. And that's it.
Instagram?
That's it.
You know when you're speaking
Instagram.
in this, there's a sign. I'm translating for you.
Instagram.
Okay. I can't. You gotta relax because you're wilding right now. You're just gonna put on their headphones and just hear laughter for the first 7 minutes of the podcast.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to keep them crying. Back to you, TJ. That's it? You're done? Are you not bad? All right. All right. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, shit.
We're back with another episode. So like we said, I'm Kamsz. This is TJ. This is your first time listening. I apologize for TJ's shenanigans.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that because we may have some first-time listeners.
This is your first time listening.
Oh, shit.
We apologize for TJ wilding in the beginning of the episode. She's usually more mild-mannered and well-behaved.
Don't do that. Don't. Let's not. I needed to bring myself to 100%. Don't drag me down to the shenanigans. I'm always trying to
uplift the queens.
Oh, that's reassuring.
For sure.
I'm sorry. So if this is your first time listening, welcome.
Just be wilding.
No, welcome.
And if you're back, you already know what time it is. You know the vibes. TJ ain't shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
pretty much what we got to deal with.
That's what we doing. Okay. That's what we're doing today. All right.
So today we're going to talk about, and you're going to get why TJ is just being a clown in the first 7 minutes. Can you tell us our topic today?
Why do I have to introduce the topic? Miss Instagram.
Your
you should be
Spanish
able
is a little better than mine.
My Spanish is crazy.
I'm mad rusty.
I'm sorry to my Spanish teacher who taught me all 4 years of high school. I'm so sorry.
I can't even remember my
is
Spanish
crazy.
teacher's name, but my shit was legit. Like, I could read and write in Spanish. Now
I could too.
You gotta talk to me slow, baby.
I could write a little bit, I think.
If I took my time.
It's
I understand.
But it's not enough.
It's not, because people be wilding. Like, I answer one question and now
it's a whole
dialogue. Like, relax.
But
yeah.
So what we're talking about today, so I guess I'm gonna introduce it. For those of you who are on Twitter, if you're not on Twitter, like, what are you really doing? What are you really doing with your life? Like, that's
I'm translated. All right, go ahead.
What are you really doing with your life if you're not on Twitter? Let's start with that, okay? So now that I got that out the way, for those of you who are, like, taking this moment to be like, damn, why aren't I on Twitter? And you're, like, making your account as we speak. There's been, like, I don't know if it's, like, a trending topic. I don't think it's, like, a trending topic.
It's just been, like, a trend.
It's just been a trend, yes, a Twitter trend. And I guess it's like, I'm going to pronounce it how it looks when it's printed or written or whatever. But it's Scopa tu Manaa, I guess. I'm hoping that's the pronunciation. I might be fucking 100% wrong. But I don't even know what that means. Like the actual...
I don't know what the actual translation is.
Yeah, like, I don't even know what that means.
From how people are using it, it seems like it's like, what are your thoughts on this?
Right.
Or what
tell
do
me
you
how
think
you
about
feel.
it? Yeah, tell me how you feel type shit.
So...
We could also be completely wrong, but...
We could, but that's... Right. Well, the fact that it's been, like, this trend on Twitter, that's been, like, the trend. Like, people saying how they feel on certain topics. So... what we have decided to do for today is to pull some of those topics that people have been talking about, and we're going to talk about them too.
Hey.
So for those of you, again, who don't have Twitter, like, just...
Twitter,
it's a quick little login, like, quick little registration process. Just get it done and join the fun.
Hey, bars. Right? It's not easy, mommy.
Please get it done and join the fun. But we're going to talk about some of those topics today. Just a few, because there have definitely been a lot.
Yeah, it's been
people have been going crazy. But we're going to talk about it today. So,
why don't you lead us into the first one of your choice?
I don't want to start.
Estoy terminando.
You know what?
All right. Let's see.
Want to bring your mic up, or are you okay?
No, it's okay.
Oh, no, it's okay. With no eye contact, like,
because I'm looking to find which one I want to go.
You're right. So sorry. I didn't even mean to interrupt you like that. Like, carry on.
So, what is it? Scopa to Manaa?
Mm-hmm.
Scopa to Manaa, shy people.
So we're starting with shy people.
Yeah, shy people. I didn't want to jump right into it. We got to warm them up. You was already wilding in the beginning.
That's crazy. So, how you feel about shy people?
I personally, how do I feel about shy people? I guess I'm a shy person at times. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I'm shy. So I think, like, it's hard out here to be a shy person in an extroverted world. And I think, like, you also get the short end of the stick, pause, when you're shy, because it, like, holds you back from certain opportunities. And then people just always expect you to be, like, very extroverted or very outgoing because they're outgoing.
Sometimes.
See.
But it's funny that you mentioned that, because you literally started this episode off wildin'. And
I'm in my comfort zone.
Now she, 7-8 minutes in, it's like, oh, shy people, listen, it's hard out here for us. Like, it's really hard out here for us.
It is.
But you're like at the opposite end of the spectrum for shy people. I think you used to be, but
I think I'm shy in certain aspects of my life. But obviously, I'm sitting here with you. We've been doing this podcasting thing for a while, so I'm not really shy at this point.
So then it's not hard out here for y'all.
It is hard out here to be shy in an environment where mad people are not shy or people are just overly outgoing and you're not outgoing.
I don't think so. I think that if you can be extroverted in one area, then you're an extrovert. Like you can't be out going out every Saturday, Sunday night in people's faces wilding, and then Monday come and somebody asks you to read a page in a book and you like, oh nah, I'm not really, and you twiddling your thumbs.
If you can't read, you definitely
that's not shy. That means you need to come to my job and have me help you out a little bit with the fundamentals. But
all right, so I also think there's a difference between being shy and introverted. So maybe there's that. I'm introverted. I'm not trying to be in people's faces 24/7 all the time.
You shouldn't.
But there are people, not that they like to be in people's faces, but there are people who like being around other people majority of their time. That's not me. So I think there's a difference between being introverted and shy. Okay. I'm shy when it comes to certain things, as far as like my art. I knew you was gonna roll your eyes, cause
throw the air quotes in there.
Yeah, I would be shy about that. Things that would make me more vulnerable to large groups of people, I would be shy about those things. But overall, I'm just an introverted person. There's that. So there is a difference between shy and introverted, in my opinion. You want me to be an extroverted person so bad, but I'm really not.
No, I don't want you to be an extrovert. I don't even want you to be an introvert. I want you to be who you are, Cam.
So why, when I'm telling you who I am?
Because I've known you long enough to feel like I also know you just as well as you know yourself. So I'm going by what...
swearing they know you. No, but it's different. I wouldn't be shy or introverted with somebody I consider my best friend, because obviously you know what there is to know about me, so there would be nothing for me to be like shy about or introverted about.
Okay, so you feel like you're shy in certain aspects
of my life, like
your art.
Yeah, writing, poetry, blogging, all of those things I'm more shy about.
What are you not shy about?
Hey.
This is a legit question. Like, I need to know.
What am I not shy about?
The listeners want to know.
I don't know. Those are the things I am shy about. So the other thing, I'm not really shy about other things other than that.
Okay,
I'm shy like when I first meet people for the first time and I'm around new people. But other than that, like once I get to warm up to somebody and know them, I'm not shy.
I think that I'm glad that you said that, because I think that shy people don't really be shy. Like, I feel like those be the people that are like crazy turn up. I guess once they get comfortable, it's not like, oh, I'm easing into this. It's like they shy, and then something happens that makes them feel comfortable, and then they all the way at the other opposite end of the spectrum. Full
self.
And I feel like people say that a lot. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm sorry.
Just as far as like shy people, like you got to watch out for the quiet ones. Like how
I've heard that all my life, and I think that's crazy.
That you don't have to watch out for the quiet ones.
I mean, to each his own. But I've heard that about myself all my life. Like you got to watch out for the quiet ones. Like, oh, you just quiet, you observing, you taking everything in, you seeing what kind of people you around, you feeling the vibe, and then if you feel the vibe, then you open up.
Did they say that as far as you though, or just
I've been told that?
Oh, like, you've been told that
quiet,
specifically.
You gotta watch you. It's like I'm just chilling,
just
chilling, minding my business.
I think it's true though.
Why? Because it's you. I think the difference between being shy and then like not being shy is that you're just yourself all at once. Like I don't get to ease into your personality. Like you're just in your face with it.
Maybe shit. I watch too many movies, because that's how it is in the movies, especially like the white movies.
They're and they're crazy. Well, this is a problem that we're not.
Last I checked, especially the white like
quiet,
teen movies.
Yeah.
it's like
moved from a new town.
Right,
She's
somebody
quiet,
super shy,
and now
then
she's slashing people in her
super
backyard.
wild.
Yeah,
Got her photos on niggas' phones, and they sharing it across the football team. Like,
you describe a whole movie.
I feel like that's what it is.
Shy can be selective around, like, based on like how comfortable you are. That, you know, so some people might say that I'm shy, but a lot of people who know me well wouldn't say that I'm shy because they know me. They know how I talk. They know how I think. They know how I interact in different situations.
Maybe it's less shy and more strategic.
Why do you think that that we're like plotting on it? Like, we're just shy?
Because
versus, like, I wasn't the kid, like, you know, there's kids who just walk into a situation and they're just like, hi, my name is da-da-da-da. I'm not that kid. Like, if you don't speak to me, I'm literally probably not going to speak to you. And it's not because I'm
That's
rude.
both of us. It's literally because, like, both of us.
I'm to myself. And if you start talking to me and I will respond and then we start building this rapport, that's different. But I think that's when you're not shy. You're the one, hey, you want to come over to my house after school? Hey, you want to be my friend? That wasn't me. Like,
but wouldn't shy suggest that you're, like, let's say in that exact same situation, like, you're this person, you walk into a room, it's like 30 people in a room.
Mm-hmm.
Shy would be someone walking into this room and not speaking to anyone because they're scared or they're nervous. Someone walking into the room and I'm not talking to y'all because I don't want to talk to y'all.
No, that's not.
It's different.
That's you.
That's not shy. Like,
that's you. That's why you're not shy.
Listen,
for me, I'm not. Don't
tell me what I am.
I know you.
Don't tell me about me.
You're not shy. So that's you.
I
just
am
walking,
shy. Come on, don't do that.
Shy.
Don't do that. I am shy.
You're walking into a room and not speaking to people because you don't fuck with niggas. I'm walking in a room and not speaking to people because I'm shy, I'm anxious, or whatever the case may be. Also, if you and I are supposed to go somewhere, I'm not going inside until you come, and then I'm going inside with you. You know that about me as well.
Is that shy though? You feel like that falls under that umbrella?
Yeah. Because the reason why I'm not going in is because I don't know anybody there. I know you, so I'm going to be comfortable while the two of us are together for us to go inside. Versus you just going to go inside and sit in the corner and meet mug niggas, and that's not shy.
I'd sit at the bar if we're like going out somewhere. Not in a corner, because that's sus. Like, you walk into a bar or a restaurant and you just go straight to the corner. Like,
at an event or something, I'll be like, how far away are you? I'm going to wait till you get there before I go in. And
yeah, I'm not
also
standing
like,
outside. Like,
I don't like, you know, like when you're like, say I'm walking with you and you know Omar, but I don't know Omar. So now y'all stopping and having a whole conversation. That's awkward for me because I'm just like, oh, I'm just standing here, man, awkwardly. Hey, like, if he says, hey, I'm going to say, hey, back. Versus somebody else. First of all, somebody else. Somebody else might. No, it's not working out, Omar. You might have to come and fix it.
Sorry.
Versus like you who are not shy. He was definitely trying to get me to fix this whole thing. I am not.
First of all, the fact that he was over there popping like, a willy, like
he's like,
it's like I'm definitely not on a motorbike. Like, what's happening?
Thank you. He was definitely.
You should just stop and start over so that you can cut that part out. I know, but for audio purposes, it's fine. Or you can just keep going. It's fine. Like, it's no big deal.
So, like I was saying, like, that would be awkward for me versus somebody who's not shy. They might just see that as an opportunity. Like, hey, I don't know him. Hey, my name is da-da-da-da. And then they just start engaging.
That's a little rude. Like, first of all, relax. Like, sort of going back to what we mentioned earlier about you need to relax.
Relax.
If I know Omar and I'm walking with you and you don't know him and I'm like, oh, what's up? I need you not to be jumping in like, oh, hey, what's going on? There are people who do that. You need to relax.
Not me.
Now, Omar is nice enough to where he will respond to the greeting. Like,
is he?
Hello.
We've heard Omar takes on this podcast, so we don't know how nice he is.
I think Omar is nice enough to say hello back. Like, and then when he see me, they be like, yo,
your friend was wilding. Don't ever have her talk to me.
Literally. Okay.
You're
Okay.
not shy. That's the bottom line.
I can be shy in
I've
certain
never in the
areas
history
of my
life seen you be shy.
That's wild. The
Like,
history of your
my
life.
life.
We've known each other
for about 10, 11 years. What year are we in? Yeah, like 10 years.
Like 10 years.
I have
About
never
a third
seen you be
Don't
shy.
do that. I've always been shy.
Don't also put my age on these streets for people who could do math. Thank you, though.
That's wild. For
and
people,
it's not a third.
For people that could do math.
Yeah,
y'all specifically.
Like, right. Because they was calculating like, damn, no, I'm not 30.
Listen, the point is, I can be shy sometimes in certain aspects.
In front of your cats?
Certain aspects of my life. Don't bring my kids into this. Don't.
You're right.
Don't talk about my children. Don't talk about my kids.
So, what aspects would you say that you're shy?
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Everything. We'll wait.
We will not wait. But I can be shy. I think now more so I'm not as shy as I was before. I can admit that. Like,
me too.
Before I was definitely like, oh, chill. I don't want to talk to nobody because I'm scared.
Yeah,
now like, I don't want to talk to nobody because I don't fuck with y'all. Because fuck you. Like,
yo, you're mean.
No, I'm not mean. I'm not mean. But I will say that I was definitely more shy.
So you
before,
from...
and we're not crazy. Like the whole the shy people.
Oh, you gotta watch out. Yeah, because
I can be though, not crazy like on your fire escape crazy, but
watching niggas pee.
Not watching niggas pee in the bathroom. Not that kind of crazy. But just like turning it from 0 to 100.
We're gonna do an episode where we test you crazy. I'm gonna come up with some scenarios and see what you would do in certain situations. Because we need to know how crazy you really are. Because you said
I don't put anybody at risk. Like you out here making me seem like
you said I'm not crazy, but
yeah, not like sitting on a fire escape crazy. So watching somebody
kind of
pee
crazy
through the
are
window.
you though?
We not on crazy people.
I said what I said about being crazy.
Through shy people. That's what we talking about.
Right.
So, okay.
Thank you.
I'm done talking about shy people because you really about to come at me and have these people thinking that I be out here wilding and I really don't. So, moving right along. This is me combing through the manila folders to see what's next.
Such a clown.
To see what we're talking about next.
What you got?
So we.
Scopa tu mana.
First of all, that it takes too long to say. Like, I want to talk about. We had a couple
good ones, yeah.
I want to talk about skincare.
You would.
There's a reason that I want to talk about skincare. I'll tell you once the episode is
post-pod.
Once the episode is done. So skincare. I need y'all to hear me when I say this.
Oh shit.
Like taking care of your skin is fucking expensive.
It is.
And I said what I said. And I'm going to keep saying it because it's really crazy how much money is spent on skincare products.
Mm-hmm.
And I speak for myself, but then I also speak for other people who I know and people who I don't know who have whole skincare routines.
Right.
It's expensive as fuck. So, I mean, it's good. Like the idea, like you're working on your skin, you know. But I feel like the struggles come when you're a person who wears makeup. Not even like often, just period.
Period poo.
It's I should have been up to. I hate when people say that. But it's crazy. Like I think it happens more so with like women and men who wear makeup. You have to invest a little bit more in skincare products because makeup literally like deteriorates you. And you have to like find these ways to replenish what your makeup is stripping you of, especially if you like wear makeup or foundation on top of blush, on top of eyeshadow, on top of a whole bunch of other things, powders and liquids and craziness. Skincare is like expensive, but it's really important. And I wanted to talk about it because you mentioned that you don't like, not that you don't invest, but you felt like you didn't have like.
I didn't have much to say
much
other
to
than, but I
contribute.
agree that shit is expensive. Like I was buying a face scrub a couple of weeks ago. I was like, damn, son.
That's just a face scrub,
right,
bro. Like,
just the face scrub. And then I went to get the moisturizer, and I was like, damn, son. But I bought
how much you spent? But I
because you gotta
swipe the black
moisturize
card
your face.
anyway. Like that's what it
No,
was.
ain't
Like,
no black card over here.
Damn, son. But I bought them anyway.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. Like,
Yeah, you have to. But it's true that shit. I just think that anything that's like good
over
for
$5?
you.
Oh,
nah.
anything that's over $5 is...
Nah, that shit was definitely over $5. That shit was wild. And the bottles don't even be that big. But I just think that anything that's good for you is always like pricey. As far as like skincare shit, food.
That's everything though.
Yeah, everything that's good
it's
for
all
you.
a ploy though.
Yeah, like oh, you want to do better?
Right.
Bands.
I mean, I think I do spend a lot on skincare. Like, I can't even tell you how much. Probably just as much as I do on makeup. Or did on makeup, because I haven't like been buying a lot of makeup. I've been good.
Flex.
I haven't stepped into a Sephora in a very long time. But
2 weeks.
To be honest, is I just wish. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I just wish that I would have known about a lot of things sooner. So, like when you're growing up, at least when I was growing up, my mom is not like, oh, you need to get these serums popping and all of this stuff. Like, you moisturize and you go about your day, but it
was just putting like, Vaseline on
right, like a whole clump of Vaseline.
I had a friend in junior high school, or high school and high school too. He used to be greased up.
Please don't make Vaseline a part of your skincare routine. I feel like that was every kid and every black kid with the peanut head. That was every kid in elementary school
with the peanut head
had the Vaseline skincare routine.
Everybody knows a peanut. Everybody knows a peanut.
Yo, I kid you not. He's laughing. I'm dead ass. Like, and you know,
their moms
you gotta
used
think
to
about
be,
who
but
you
think
went to
about
school
it. In the
with.
wintertime, skin was flawless.
Flawless,
right?
Though?
Flawless. Yeah.
For real, that was every kid's, like...
Every black kid.
It was too much, though. Like, my mother tried... She had us living that life, too. I was...
Yeah, they be like, oh, it's cold. You gotta put extra
routine.
Vaseline on today.
Bro, that shit is
looking
crazy.
Like
fucking
Crisco.
Petroleum jelly... Petroleum jelly does not need to be a slab of this on your kid's face. Like... They about to go to school and be sitting there for 8 hours with mad Vaseline on their face. Like, this is ridiculous.
Still moisturize when you get home, too.
Listen. But that's all, like, that's the extent of your skincare routine. And I don't think it was like I don't think skincare routine was a thing then. Like, when you're in elementary school, you just put lotion, you put Vaseline, baby oil, if necessary, wherever you want to put baby oil, and then you go about your day.
I had a little... I wouldn't say a routine, but I had a, what was it? I was using Neutrogena products, I think, when I was like junior high, high school, because I was breaking out a lot. I have sensitive skin. So then I started using like the toner and the moisturizer and the face scrub and this one and that one. But like that shit as a child that's a lot of work. Like you like,
well,
7 steps before I go to bed.
But I mean, even moving into like middle school and high school, at least for me, because I wasn't even like wearing makeup crazy then. Like I honestly didn't start it really until I got into college, maybe like last like senior year of high school. But even then it was like still just moisturize. Like, you don't want to go out with the ashy face. Like,
no, you can't be ashy out in these streets.
You just moisturize.
Like,
but
if it's so cold and you cry and I can see the tear
and
mark,
the tear path,
you ain't moisturized
the path
today.
of the tear.
You ain't moisturized today.
But so maybe this is a little bit of a personal question. Do you have like a skincare routine?
Yeah,
like currently.
I don't know if it's a routine, but like I said, I use a facial scrub. I have a moisturizer. I got the little exfoliating brush, for me. So I don't know, like
that's a routine.
It's not to the extent that I be seeing some people.
If you got
like,
the exfoliating brush, you have a skincare routine.
Nah, but some people be like,
not just anybody be using that, like. Yeah. So you kind of legit.
I got a little sign.
A little something in a bag.
Sign in the tuck.
Okay. I can dig it.
Especially, I feel like when I had hair before, like your hair, we don't like.
You don't have hair now?
Nah. Compared to before, like
yes,
your hair.
Speaking.
At least my hair was breaking out my face, like all the heat, the sweat, whatever. Like, and your hair was just leaning down. Now you breaking out and all that. So.
When I had a bang, I had that problem.
Yeah, the forehead was crazy.
The forehead was...
You was pizza face?
Crazy. No, but my forehead was like that. Like, my forehead got like that.
You had the crack snapple pal?
And then it was...
No, the crackle chocolate?
Please.
Crunch?
Stop. Yo, legitimately, though, it's like this crazy cycle because it's like my bang and my hair kind of like sitting here with all of this oil and hair products is the reason my forehead looks crazy, but I don't want to move my bang because my forehead looks crazy. Right. So it's like a lose-lose, literally. If I tuck this back into the ponytail,
don't tuck the bang back,
or have it like bumped, this way, is my forehead's gonna be out here looking crazy.
We used to crimp the bangs.
Shout out to having hair, like dead ass.
The crimp iron,
dead ass. Shout out to
and the hump
hair.
I used to have my sister do the hump for me.
I had that.
I could never do hair.
I had it very briefly when I started to get comfortable with my forehead. Yo, for real, because it came a day where I was like, yo, like. I can't wear this bang. With. Like, this is it. Like, I'm tired of wearing this bang. Like, I wore that shit every day.
When you went out the first time, went out your bang,
I felt so
I was
crazy.
Gonna say, did you feel like everybody was noticing your head?
I felt so crazy because I've always felt like I had a really big forehead. So my bang was the way to like hide it. And then the first day, and then one became two. The first day, people mentioned it too. So I was super self-conscious. I was like,
TJ, that's you?
Yo,
that's the
real.
Rock.
Yo, for real, I was super self-conscious, but then
I'm sorry.
I was like, the first day became the second day day became a week, and so on and so forth. I was like, yo, like, fuck it. Like, it was no big deal.
This is me.
And now I'm like...
Domino. Embracing your dome.
I feel like I still have a big forehead, but I don't care about it at this point.
You got the perfect size head for like... You're so childish, bro.
Nah, that statement was crazy because you dead turned to me and was like, you got
cause
the perfect size head.
Before the pod, I was TJ did her own shape up and shit. So I was like, oh, you could do mine. Since you and Omar
not right before
the
podcast, but
doing haircuts and shit. And I was like, yo, your shit, like, she has a good, I don't know how to say it without it being posed, but she has a good shaped head for a short haircut. Like, some people cut their hair off and that shit look like...
Stop. Don't do that.
Dome. Some people... I was worried about that. Like, if you cut your hair short, now your head is really showing. Like, and if you got a big head, like...
I feel like everybody can do it.
Nah.
If they want to.
Yeah, if you want to, of course.
And prosper. It's about the confidence that you have with your haircut.
Yeah, you gotta be confident when you cut your hair, because shit.
You could have the slab of Vaseline on your face with the haircut. It don't matter. If you're confident.
You can't do both.
And walking outside, you can't do both. Listen.
Can't have the Vaseline cake thrown in the short haircut.
Yes,
drawing attention. You can do whatever you want.
Attention. You drawing attention.
You can do whatever you want. You right.
Listen, let people prosper. It's no big deal.
I feel you.
So yeah, that was
That's
I
your
mean, you have a
skincare.
little, yeah, you have a little skincare thing going.
I try.
It is expensive as fuck though.
Bro.
I think regardless of what you do, even if you're not a makeup user and it's not
Which I'm
about
not.
replenishing, it's about maintaining. I think it's still like
To be expensive, be like $10 for this small ass
expensive.
bottle that you're gonna get 7 pumps out of.
Yo, I
Pause.
have a serum that I use. It's called like Midnight Recovery. The bottle is like this. That shit is like 50 something dollars.
Nah, you see, it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be recovering in the midnight hour. Like, it's quiet.
It's
I don't got that kind of bread.
expensive, but it's worth it. It's
Nah.
It's only worth it because I haven't found something else that
You haven't
does the
looked hard
same
enough.
thing. Yo, for real, like I've tried different things, and you know me, like even as a makeup user, like I try different things. Skincare too, like the difference with skincare though, you have to like give it time to see if it works. I'm not that patient, but I've been like pretty good with like, all right, full weeks, let's see how this goes. This has been like the one serum that really gets the job done for me. So I'm okay with, it's not $50 a month that I'm paying, which is okay, but at the register in Sephora, it's like, am I sure I want this? It's like 50 something dollars.
Shit.
But then I'll get it. So it's expensive as fuck, but it's necessary. Take care of your skin. Not the petroleum jelly slab. Like, take care of your skin. So
Fucks with it.
So you got a routine going. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Little exfoliating brush. Like,
you're annoying.
My sister just ordered me one. I didn't even have one. So shout out to you.
I try.
Gotta learn some things from you regarding skincare.
Annoying.
Just saying, like. Just saying.
So Soka, what? Sopa to Manaa?
Scopa
to Manaa. Scopa to Manaa skincare.
Scopa to. So it's. I feel like you about to OD with the next Scopa. Look how long.
Friends with Benny's.
Nigga said Benny's.
Yeah, that's the next one. Scopa. Friends with Benny's.
Benefriends.
Do you think that people could be friends with benefits?
Shorty started off with the question, like.
Of course.
Yes.
All the time? Or there's exceptions?
No. You can't just be friends with anybody.
No, you have friends. Can you have benefits with any kind of friend that you have? Or is it, a specific person where you're like, oh, I could never be friends with benefits with this person because of X, Y, Z?
It's definitely specific people. Like.
So what are the characteristics of like all right, friends with benefit situation?
Well, one, you gotta mind your business. That's a regular friend situation.
Just drink water and mind your business. Fuck the benefit. Bro.
You need to drink water and mind your business.
Facts.
Regardless, across the board. Well, I guess if we're talking about benefits, like you have to be good in bed. Like this is.
Hey, talk to.
Or we just gonna be friends, like,
and maybe not even.
Or right. Or you're just gonna be friends, but for the sake of like talking about
friends with
benefits,
you gotta be lit.
Yeah. But then, I don't know. I don't feel like there are like rules. I mean, I guess there are like unspoken rules.
All right, go ahead.
I think there are unspoken rules. Like, I think something that is never really said, but is like assumed, is that you can't catch feelings. Like that air quote. Like you can't catch feelings. Is that an unspoken rule? I think so.
I don't think that there's a way necessarily to keep one from catching feelings.
I agree. But if
you catch feelings, basically you got to keep it to yourself if we're in this friends and benefits situation.
It depends on the friend you have.
Because then shit can get complicated within your friend part if the benefits start fucking up.
But no, I think that the catching feelings is definitely one of those like unspoken rules. Like especially if you're labeling it friends with benefits, it's like, this is what we are, and this is always going to be what we're going to be. So if someone like catches feelings, I also don't. I agree with you in that, like, you can't necessarily control like how like how your feelings come up about someone. But I also think that if you're in a situation, if you sign a contract,
you sign a contract,
you have to stick to whatever is lined up in that contract. So
if you catch feelings, you got to just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, at least for the 2-year agreement, like the 2-year agreement that you signed off on. Once the 2 years is up, then we can have a conversation about what's next. But
okay, we're gonna extend your player option, or you out
yo,
here?
for real, like this is
your team
you need
option,
checkpoints. You need
but
checkpoints.
2 years.
It could be 6 months. Listen, I don't know what people be doing out here. I just know what I do. And I feel like, I mean, I don't really agree with like the catching feelings thing. Like, you can't control, like, somebody can't control how they feel about somebody.
Right.
But I think that I don't know, like, if you went into it genuinely, like, yo, we're going to just be friends with benefits, then you kind of know, like, you gotta like stick to
the script.
Yeah, like, you can't be jumping out like, oh, who you was with. We're not doing that.
When do you know that's one of them? Like, you're like, all right, this is not gonna work. Like, let's say you're in a friends with benefits situation and you start seeing certain things. What are those things where you just like,
those
you
red
gotta
flags?
get out of here? Yeah, you out of here.
You out of here.
One that I think is if the person is too thirsty.
Define thirsty.
If somebody's too eager to fuck, I feel like it could become a red flag situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like people that act
That's
like they
benefit.
never had... No, people who act like they
never had...
they never had someone or had sex, they're going to be on your body. So I feel like that goes into a red flag.
They're going to be on your body.
They start asking you, especially if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. That leads to a red flag where it's like, yo, don't be asking me questions now. Like, just worry about what you're doing. So I think that if somebody's super eager to be in this situation, it might be a red flag, depending on the person.
Not necessarily, because that is the benefit. So
if they could stick to that, though.
Yes.
Like, if they get super eager and now it's like, all right. Also, like, I saw you yesterday, I see you today. Now I want to see you, like, if we're only having sex, then maybe that's cool. But now if you're starting to ask me about other shit,
right. That's a little different. That's a little different. But I think, like, if it's just like, oh, we're just having sex and you see me today and then you see me the next day for that specific reason, that's the benefit. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. But then when it becomes like the whole, you trying to camp out for the next 2 days. Like,
I'm leaving a toothbrush at your crib.
You know.
Are we past the friends with benefits if I leave a toothbrush at your house?
I just feel like we might not even be friends. Like, it could be scary.
If we're friends, though, and I'm spending all this time with you anyway because I'm coming over and
to leave a toothbrush at the crib, though?
Because it's like, yo, I'm gonna be here. You're not going to kick me out at 3 a.m. Or maybe you are. So I got my toothbrush and maybe a spare shirt. I
mean, I guess, but I don't know. Like, you got to take into account personal space too. Like, I get the situation, but this person's home is this person's home. Like, I don't want my shit over there. Like, I could come with a toothbrush. Like, it's okay. Like, it's no big deal, right? The overnight bag. That's all. Like. I don't gotta leave clothes, and those are red flags. Like,
if you gotta leave,
you getting a little too comfortable. Like, you trying to permanently place yourself in my life when we need to choose when we're gonna benefit one another.
Is there a difference between a fuck buddy and friends with benefit?
Yes, I think so. Okay. Well, friends with benefits, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. Like, you're friends with the person.
Also do other stuff. Fuck buddy, I'm just fucking you.
Yeah.
So, as your friend with benefit, why wouldn't they be able to, let's say, leave something at your house because you guys are friends.
Accidentally is no problem.
Or do stuff outside of the bedroom because we are friends, right?
Yes, but that kind of goes back to what I mentioned earlier about knowing your place. So the problem...
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Yo, for real, because I think it depends on whether the friendship comes first to you or the benefits come first. So friends with benefits is fine across the board, but you got to figure out what holds more weight in your relationship. So some people feel like, yo, we're genuinely friends. I don't mind you leaving your toothbrush at my crib. Someone else who's just like in it for the benefits, I mean, I guess that's also fine, but it can be interpreted differently. Like, yo, if you're just in it for this, why are you trying to be up under me? Why are you asking where I'm going and who I'm with? Like, you gotta, it has to be a little more clear cut, I think, when the benefits hold a little more weight.
That makes sense.
But I don't think people differentiate between the two. I think they kind of just...
friends with benefits?
I think like friends with benefits and friends with benefits. Like...
Yeah, but so is it like, all right, if I'm only concerned about the benefits and I'm only interested in, I guess, speaking with you in the sheets, then we're not necessarily
speaking with
friends.
you in the sheets.
You see what I did there? Does that mean that we're not necessarily friends? Because it depends on how you define a friendship as well. A friend is somebody I might want to see, I'm talking to, and we also have sex. But if I'm just interested in like, all right, you're attractive and we're having sex and we don't talk or do anything else other than have sex, are we really friends? You might be a
fuck buddy.
Right.
Nigga, oh my, like, yeah, you a fuck buddy. That's what it sounds like.
Right.
You need to rethink your relationships out here.
5 signs that you may be a fuck buddy.
Stop. One. You're getting
Niggas
fucked.
Is sending you your Uber as soon as the nut is bust.
You schedule the Uber before you lay down, and it arrives by the time y'all wrap up.
Teach them, TJ. Teach them.
No, I'm not.
Incriminating yourself?
I'm not even. Let's not do that. I'm just saying that could be a sign that you're just like a fuck buddy. You got the Uber scheduled. Because you can do that. You can schedule your Ubers.
You've done that before?
I've never scheduled an Uber. Not like that crazy in advance. No, I haven't done that. Oh, you're annoying.
I'm just asking.
You're annoying.
Real niggas want to know.
Do they want to know? I don't think anybody asked. Like, nobody literally asked that. Nobody asked me that.
That's interesting, though.
But yeah, I think you have to... It always gets tricky with those kind of relationships. But you have to...
Do you think that most people don't know how to be friends with benefits? Or do you feel like it's...
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
And people say they want that, but then they don't know how to handle that.
Yes. Or I think people say that they want it,
because that's
but it's just not what they want.
Right.
Like, if you want to be in a relationship with the person, then just be in a relationship with the person, or make that clear.
Like, let's say I want to be in a relationship with someone. They're like, no, I'm not really interested in a relationship. So in my head, I might be like, oh, I'm going to settle for the friends with benefits shit. You screwing yourself, but I feel like some people do that.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, because I'm going to have you in whatever way I can.
Yeah, that's...
type shit. Might not work in the long run.
I don't think it's going to work in any run, but especially with like friends with benefits. I find that a lot of the times, based on like my conversations that I've had with like friends of mine and so on, like there's always that thing of catching feelings. Like it always comes up at some point, and it's always just one person. It's never y'all both caught feelings and then y'all was like, oh yeah, let's get together and let's be real. Like, let's really do this. It's always one person. And then one person gets hurt because they stepped into it with a certain sort of expectation, and then it ended with a different one. Like it gets crazy.
Sticky.
It gets sticky. No pun intended. But I think it's important, if you are going to have, and I guess I'll leave you guys with this, if you are going to have like a friends with benefits situation, I think it's important to be friends first. Like, I think it's just important to be friends first. Like, if you just want to fuck somebody that you know, then do that. But don't call it friends with benefits. if you like legitimately are going to have that kind of relationship, I think it's important to be friends first, so that if all of these extra things do come up, you can just have a conversation with the person. No big deal. So it's my little my gem that I leave with y'all regarding friends with benefits. But yeah.
Skopatu Manaa, friends with bennies.
Skopatu, friendabits.
Friends with bennies.
Friends with bennies, be friends first.
I respect it.
Me too. We have another Skopa. We got like one more.
All right, let me see what I got here. You wanted to speak about Uno.
It's gonna be a quick one. Skopatu. Uno. Not the number one. We're talking about the card game. Come on, guys. Like, obviously.
What are your rules for playing Uno?
I want to know your rules first. If you even have rules, you can be like, yo, we just deal the cards. Like,
all right, so
what are your Uno rules?
Usually somebody might say no pick and play.
Okay.
You can stack colors and numbers.
Mm-hmm. It's like so many ways. It's really crazy.
No draw 2 on top of the draw 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one that I keep seeing people say or argue about. I think that's pretty much it.
Are those your rules specifically too? Mm-hmm. You're okay with
no draw 2s on top of the draw 4?
No draw 2s on top of draw 4s. No pick and play.
Mm-hmm.
What else did you say?
Stacking,
color and number stacks.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yes.
You're fucking wildin'.
So what are you not okay with?
You're fucking wildin'. Let me just say that everything that you do, I don't do.
Because you're a cheater.
If we sit and play Uno,
you're cheating.
We will always be arguing.
On top of draw 4?
Let me explain to you how this works. Let me explain to you how this works.
We're not doing this.
Let me explain.
I thought I had a friend.
And we're gonna jump into like the setup of Uno and what the cards are and what all of these things mean. And it's gonna be a real quick lesson for you, okay? So that when we sit down to play, is no misunderstandings.
I can't get down with it.
I can't get down with color stacks. Number stacks, fine. You want to throw out 6 number 1s, by all means. If you put a blue reverse on top of a blue 6 on top of a blue
I don't do that.
8, we're not doing that.
Numbers, not colors.
Right. Just number stacks is okay. I know some people play with color stacks, and I'm just like, bro, that's out in one hand. Right, like that's done.
I don't do that.
I don't even know why that's an option, to be honest. Like,
people be making up their own rules.
Number stacks only.
Number stacks, okay.
Okay. I'm also here for pick and play.
You would be.
I'm also here for pick and play, and I'm going to tell you why.
Now when you picked up the whole deck, should you be able to now go and play? Like, you got to wait. It's a punishment.
So, here's the thing. I guess here's where my rules get a little crazy. Because now I'm really thinking about it, I'm like, shit. Like, I really play like that. So, I do pick and play when... No, actually... I don't do pick and play. So we're actually on the same page with that.
For me, it's like, if somebody says it in the beginning, I'm like, all right, okay. If they don't say it, then we pick it and play. I don't care.
I mean, I've done it. I've played like that before. But typically when you pick up your card, you keep it. And then you don't play again until
it's your turn again.
It's your turn again.
Right.
So I would say most of the time I play like no pick and play. So we might be on the same page with that. As far as...
Here's the bullshit. Peep the bullshit.
As far as draw 2s on top of draw 4s.
No. They're not the same card.
I'm literally here for draws on top of draws.
Me too, but not in
no pun intended. I'm literally here for draws on top of draws. And I'm going to tell you what. Shut up. So when somebody puts down a draw 4 on top of whatever card was played, you have to call the color that you want. And then if a person has that color in their draw 2s, they can play that draw 2 color.
Wait, so the same person, all right, I put down a draw 4 and I say red. And you're saying if you have a red draw 2, you could go?
Yes.
But if we're playing no pick and play, you're supposed to just pick up those 4 cards and it's not your turn anymore.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, my rules get a little tricky. We only play like that when it comes to draws. Like, that's your sort of... Nah, it's like draws on top of draws.
Yeah, if you have a draw 2, if I put down a red draw 2 and you got a yellow draw 2, cool.
Right.
But if I put down a draw 4, it's not the same as draw 2, so you shouldn't be stacking them. Which means you pick up your 4 cards and it's the next person's turn. You gotta wait.
We play draw on top of draw.
Because you're a cheater.
So draw 4, if you put down your draw 4 and I'm after you, there's a chance I might pick up these 4 cards unless you call the color, because it also serves as a wild.
Right.
Right? You call your red. If I have a red draw 2, I can put my red draw on top of your draw, and then the next person is about to be sick if they don't have anything.
This is blasphemous.
And then when the person picks up those cards, they have to keep them. And they can't
that's cheating. You cheated. I'm not playing Uno with you, bro. You a cheater.
They can't play a card until it comes back around and it's their turn.
I'm posing this question to all the listeners.
Nah.
Do draw 2s go? Omar, do draw 2s go on top of draw 4s?
Yes. You a cheater too? Thank you, Omar. As long as they have the color, because it serves as a wild.
2 niggas that cut their own hair. Gonna talk about draw 2s on top of draw 4s. They already making their own rules, their own hairlines, and now they want to talk about cards. Fuck out of here. Y'all wildin'. Y'all cheating. I'm not playing with y'all.
What do hairlines got to do with Uno?
Not playing with y'all. Y'all want to make up your own rules.
Why you had to
I'm
drag it?
I'm not going to a barbershop.
What?
All right.
Why you had to drag it?
Whoopie fucking do.
Niggas want to cut their own hair, make up their own rules. One don't have anything to do with the other.
Y'all cheaters, bro.
Listen, it's draw on top of draw. You have the option. Now, if I have a blue draw 2 and you call red, I got to pick up that 4.
Yo, hit us up on Instagram and let us know if you put in draw 2s on top of draw 4.
Let me know your Uno rules in general.
Everybody that says yes to that question.
I'm unfollowing anyone who plays color stacks. So
color stacks is wild. I didn't know that's what that meant.
That's is blue 8, blue 6 next to the red 6 next to a red 2. Bro, you out on one hand. We not doing that.
Yo,
you play bringbacks?
Literally... What the hell is that? You see, making up your own rules.
Yo, this is real life.
What's a bringback?
Bringbacks is like
somebody's out and they come back in the game?
Somebody's out and you can bring them back if you have like a draw. It's like a weird sort of dynamic.
You're wild. This is making up our own
No,
rules.
I don't play like that.
And on that note.
I don't play like that, but I just wanted to know because some people do. No, I have played like that. Like I've played Uno games where it's like bringbacks or Crazy 8s where it's like bringbacks.
Nah, if I'm out, I'm out.
If you have a draw, you can bring the person back, but it's only if you have a draw. I personally don't play like that, but I've played like that in the past. So I just wanted to know. I told you it's like so many rules.
If she makes up her own Uno rules, she's not for you, bro.
That's wild. Hashtag Shorty got me.
Shorty got me.
With the Uno hand. With the draw 2 on top of the draw 4.
I'm not playing Uno with you, bro.
No, come on. Listen, I feel like that's standard Uno. Draw on top of draw. Like, draw on top of draw. It serves as a wild card. Listen, what we really not going to get into is these new Uno cards that they have with like blank cards and you can write.
Yeah, that's wild.
Somebody had like a draw 24. I'm like, we're not doing this.
Take 7 shots. Like, I'm not even going to be able to see my cards after this. Like, come on.
Right, we're not doing this. So be glad that I stick to standard Uno.
I ain't no standard rules.
Omar, I'm glad we're on the same page. Like, I'm glad you understand draw on top of draw.
You on the same page
Draws
with the man
on top
that was
of
wearing
drawers.
his hard church shoes to stomp niggas out the other day. So I don't know what you saying.
Nigga said, I don't know what weight that holds.
I don't know what you saying out here.
On that motherfucking note,
it's been another episode of I Said What I Said.
Le Podcast.
El Podcast. I am your girl, Senorita Kamsz.
Mamacita.
Mamacita Kamsz. KAMSZZ on Instagram. And to the right of me, I got
and Twitter.
TJ. Oh,
unless you don't want people to follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. But y'all don't be talking.
That's where y'all going to see the scope I do. So you got to hit up Twitter. But y'all don't be talking.
Vim.
You sound upset. All right. Well, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Big Reddington. That's BigReddington. You can also follow me on Instagram. At High Dopenition. That's HI.DOPENITION.
Period.
No period at the end of that. Please, if you're trying to find me, please don't put a period at the end of High Dopenition. And then also follow Omar for putting drawers on top of drawers.
Nah.
At OS
Production
_1_. You haven't changed it yet? _. Scopatu.
Scopatu getting Tiara the fuck out of here.
That's wild. That's how we wrapping this up? Yeah. Okay. So we'll speak to you guys on Instagram and Twitter and all that fun stuff and see what your rules are and
see if we're getting you the fuck out of here too.
That's wild.
Thank y'all for listening as usual, and we out. Oh, they low.